Year. Hi everyone. Hi and welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda for anyone that's new, and this channel is all about health, lifestyle, that kind of thing. I'm a UK doctor, a family medicine doctor, a GP. I'm a mom and wife, and on this channel I share bits of my life but also some health tips as well. And no, I haven't lost my calendar or lost my mind or anything. I know that it's February. I know that we've completed January, and I haven't come on and said Happy New Year. And so I thought I would do that now. It's just a bit of a quick video for a bit of a life update. I had intended on coming back to the channel a bit earlier. I had intended on getting Medicine Mondays going again earlier than we have started. But just a lot has been going on, and so let's get into it. So first of all, I wanted to talk a bit about where things left off last year and where I am right now, and also about January and why we've been a little bit late. So last year was an amazing year for me. If you saw the end of my, if you saw my last video from last year, which was a bit of a reflection, 5 questions that I asked myself about 2021, there were some very high highs, but I've got to be honest, from the end of 2020 until now, really, there's been so much going on, and I have been having all these peaks and troughs where I've been really burnt out, really tired, exhausted, unmotivated, feeling quite low and anxious. And I'd have moments of things being well. I've had a few weeks where I'm feeling better, but I hadn't been implementing the things that I really, really needed to get myself back to wellness in terms of my mental health and where I needed to be going forward. I spoke about therapy that I've been in, and all those things had helped. But the problem was that I was still on this treadmill trying to reach different goals, even though I knew what I needed was just rest. And so that's kind of where we land right now. January, I came back from my trip to Italy. I hope you enjoyed that vlog. We had a lovely time over there. I got back and a lot of my colleagues were off with COVID. And a lot of my patients were really struggling with their mental health as well. There were people with depression and real suicide kind of thoughts, and we had a few emergencies as well in terms of the mental health department. And so work had been quite draining. And I'm in my second trimester of my pregnancy, coming towards the end of it. And even though it's better than my first, it's still a pregnancy with a toddler. And so it's been challenging at times. And so, yeah, I just had to really reorganize my mind, my focus, everything, and take stock and think about not just these short little changes or these little patchwork things that I was doing, but actually going back to basics and creating new systems, new foundations, and trying to rework my life in a way that really suits me and my family and the needs that I have in this season of life. And so last year, my word for the year was consistency. And on this channel, I think I'd done nearly 80 videos, and the subscriber count was going up steadily. But I think from about June, things really got quite difficult in terms of having the right filming space when I moved jobs. And so it hasn't been as consistent as I wanted it, but I think it was needed because so much was happening. And so for this year again, I've decided that instead of having lots of New Year's resolutions, having a big vision board, having these goals and everything, I wanted to be a bit kinder to myself. And I've got 2 words this year that I'm trying to be the focus of the year. The first one is rest. My goodness, do I need rest? And the second one is implement or implementation. Basically, I'm 29. And in the last 11 years, I've done so much. I feel like I haven't missed a beat. I feel like I've been running on this treadmill from one goal to the next goal, and it has been a wonderful journey. But when I think back at it, at some point I was going to become tired. And guys, I'm pretty well exhausted. In the last 10 years, I've completed med school, I've become a GP, I've gotten married, I've had a child, I've gotten pregnant again. And if you just think about my career, I've become a GP at the age of 28, which is the youngest you can become a GP, really. If you start university at 18, you take no breaks at all, which is what I did, then you will become a GP at the end of it if you don't fail anything, if you don't have to retake anything at the age of 28. And so it's been quite intense. And to say that I still did that at the age of 28, even though I took 9 months out to have my daughter. And since coming back from having my daughter, I went back to full-time work initially. I started this online platform, Life with Dr. Amanda. I also took on new roles at work. I changed jobs to a more demanding practice. I worked through COVID, and I was a mom. And the change that come with that, I've just well and truly burnt all the way out. And so this year I want to rest. I want to really listen to my body. I'm going to have 12 months off, maternity leave, and I want to rest. Now, resting for different people may mean different things. For myself, resting, I still have goals, I still have aspirations, I still have plans, but the pace of it is going to be a lot slower. And the necessity for me to complete certain things isn't going to be as intense. So that's rest. And the second thing is implement. So there's so many things that I've spoken about on this channel with my patients about things that I know that are there to give us wellness, to give us, a healthy life in terms of our physical health, our mental health, our emotional, spiritual health. So many things that I know what to do. I've seen the research. I've seen how it's effective in other people's lives and my own, but I still struggle to implement it. For example, when it comes to rest, me actually taking that on board and actually having rest and not doing all the things, implementing that advice has been difficult for me. I'm just being honest. I'm a doctor, but I am human as well. And so implementing is what is the aim of the game this year. I'm good at implementing when it comes to goals. Like, if you want something done, come to Amanda, I'll get it done. Before baby brain kicked in, actually. I was a bit better before. But I'm quite productive. I usually meet goals and get things done. But when it comes to looking after myself personally, I haven't been implementing those things. And so this year it's all about back to basics: hydration, sleep, exercise, spiritual life, not consuming loads of different things on social media and TV, I really want to create new systems in my home. I've really learned over the last 2 years with COVID how much time we've been spending at home, that it really is my sanctuary and it needs to be that. And so because I've got so much clutter on my brain, and I'm someone that often lives with the future, which is why I struggle with anxiety, because anxiety is fear of the future. And when you're someone like me that's constantly planning, experiencing anxiety, panic attacks, what I've been having recently, it kind of goes hand in hand. And so I'm trying to live more in the moment, trying to understand more about mindfulness and taking in the moment right now, something my daughter's really helped me to start to do, but also to declutter my brain. I've just got so many things going on my brain that sometimes it's difficult for me to even sleep. And so along with decluttering my mind, I'm also trying to declutter my house as well. And so that's been a big project that we have for 2022, something we've already started. So far this year, we have decorated Isabella's big room and we've moved her into it. Let me tell you, toddlers going from cots to beds, it's a journey. She's learning how to sleep again. And so I'm glad we're doing it now and not when we've got the newborn, but it is a bit of a difficult time, especially when it comes to me needing rest as well during my pregnancy, but we're getting there. We have had all of our storage cupboards and like our loft spaces and things and our outdoor spaces all created so that we can actually store things properly and have systems. Because I feel like if my house is in chaos, I start to feel like that too. And so it's been a bit of a cathartic exercise for me, just organising spaces, decluttering, and just creating space for the new life that's about to come into the home. Nesting has been really, really strong for me this year. I feel sorry for my husband, who's having to do lots of DIY. But yeah, we've got the renovation starting on the house next month, which is going to be a garage conversion and a new kitchen, and I'm really excited to share that with you as well. But yeah, that's really where we're at the moment. There's not loads to update because the update is that I'm trying to rest. I am currently 26 weeks pregnant, and so nearly at the end of the second trimester, and I'm going to be doing a second trimester recap video for you guys in a couple of weeks when I hit that third trimester mark, and tell you all about that, because there has been some interesting parts to it. And just let you know, Medicine Mondays are coming back because we've been decluttering and sorting out the space in the house, and because I moved jobs in June, the filming space that I used to use to do my videos isn't there anymore. So I used to film at work, but it's not really possible where I'm working now. And so I've been trying to find a filming space at home. And if you're someone that creates content, does videos, when you feel like your filming space isn't quite right, it kind of delays you actually becoming inspired and actually putting out the videos. But I've made plans. We've got what topics are coming up. We've got the videos outlined. I just need to get the space sorted once we've decluttered a bit. But yeah, that's a bit about me. That's my update for now. That's my plans for 2022. Not very many plans. I don't have a big vision board this year. I don't have a big diary this year, because I guess the reason I wanted to come on and talk to you about this is because sometimes it's really important to just stop and take stock of things, to slow all the way down, especially if you're a type A person like me. It's sometimes you need someone to give you that permission. I've got people in my life that has given me that permission and told me to do it again and again. And now my body's telling me as well. And so I'm going to give you that permission now. If you need the rest, if you're tired, take some rest. 2022, after the years that we've had recently, doesn't have to be the year that your life changes or the year that this happens or that happens. It can just be the year where you look after yourself so that you can then give to others. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I've been rambling on now for 11 minutes. Wow. But thanks for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon.